8-Bit Baseball is on. Today's game features the Towering Titans against the Overland Kings. The story in Game 1 was the impressive pitching by Matty from the Overland Kings. He pitched 9 innings complete and didn't give up a single run, en route to a 4-0 victory. Well, both teams are warmed up. The game is ready to begin. Chatty leading off for the Kings. Zinker on the hill for the Titans. This one's hit out into shallow right field. Singer's there. He moves in and under it and collects the first out. Now Herb's the second baseman up to bat. Side armor there action by Zinker. He's a right-hander making his first appearance of the season. First pitch is a ball outside. That pitch was outside, but Herbs offers at it, hits it over to Benson, who throws to Foster for the second out. So now the right fielder, Leone, up. Zinker delivers, and that's going to be a little bit inside, 88 miles an hour. Backs Leone off the plate. Leone. And that one's inside, and there's an offer at it. It hit foul down the line, first base side. First strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Leone. And that one's well inside, 88 miles an hour, ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's also inside, very close to the edge of the plate, very close pitch, but a ball nonetheless, 2-1. And he moves back outside and manages to get the edge of the plate there. Now full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Leone. And that one's inside, he walked him. All right, so now it's Dannard up to bat. And we will see what happens here. That's a deep hit, and it's all the way into the stands. Well, that's a way to begin the game. A 2-run home run by Dannard, the left fielder. Which brings up Kenny, the first baseman. And he slaps at that one. That one's hit over on the third base side, but the throw is slow, and he's able to beat out the throw. So Kenny is now on base, 2 down, top of the first. Ronald, the center fielder, comes up. And that's a ball well outside. Zinker showing that motion. And a lot of control on that. That one's over the middle, but it's going to be up the middle for a hit. A double, at least. And the runners are still advancing. And here's the throw coming in. We've got a chance at home. And that's going to be a runner scored. An RBI double there for Ronald. And still 2 down. And that one gets beyond the third baseman and Betson, the left fielder. And that's going to be another, no, not a double, but an RBI. A single. Oh, no, he is going to run to second because the throw went to home. And he makes it. All right. Quite an offensive showcase here by the visiting team. Already equaling their run total from the last game, from the first game. But that will be the third out there. A throw from Benson to Foster for the third out. So that brings up the Towering Titans in the first, the home team, unable to generate any offense or any runs last game, and I certainly would like to turn that around here. But that's not going to be the way to do it. The leadoff man, Singer, immediately hits lightly to the pitcher, who tosses to first for the out. And that's an infield pop-up. Herbs is there. He moves over on the line and has the pitch. Has the ball rather. So that is the second out. So now Taylor, the the center fielder, is up. Chuck winds and delivers, and he offers at that one and hits it back up the middle. That's going to be a single. He gets in with a neat little single. The second baseman Herbs dove at it, but he didn't have a chance. It was into the outfield. Herbs now, and that he hits that one hard. I'm sorry, that's not Herbs, and that's a home run. That's a home run for Foster. Wow, okay. So we've already seen some incredible offense today. 4-2 now the score. And that one gets out to Olaf, the shortstop, who's able to make the throw in time for the out. So already 6 runs scored here in the first inning today, after the relatively low run total of Game 1. Chuck, the pitcher, now batting. And he hits that one out to Norris, the second baseman, who gloves and makes the throw over to Foster. First out. Now Chatty up, the third baseman. And that pitch is right over the middle. He hits that one, but very lightly. It does get past the second baseman, and he is on for a single. So Chatty able to hit that one out into the outfield for a single. And Herb's now the second baseman up. He takes a ball on the inside. 1-0 the count there. And he takes another ball inside. So 2 balls, no strikes to Herb's, the second baseman. And that pitch was over the zone, and he hits that one, and it's into center field. And Taylor marches in, however. He's able to get that one, and the runner returning there and tagging up. He is safe. All right, now right fielder Leone up. Zinker. He delivers that one inside, and he bats at it. It is going to get into the right field. There is a throw. It's close, but it's not in time. And now we've got 2 men on base. First and second with 2 down. Another hit right up the middle into the center field, and Taylor's going to have to handle that one. We've got the bases loaded now. Bases loaded, 2 down. With Kenny, the first baseman, up. What can he do here? First pitch. He swings at that one, and it is into right field. Singer's there, however. He settles under it, and he should make the catch. He does. So that is the 3rd out. No runs scored, but quite a threat made by the Kings. And now the Titans will attempt to answer. Norris, the second baseman, leads this one off. He swings at a slider in the dirt there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Norris. And he swings at that one. That one is lightly hit. The second baseman's over. Herbs is under it. He signals for it, and he makes the catch, and then throws it into outfield, mysteriously enough. Benson, the third baseman, is now up, and he's still looking for his first hit of the season. He hits that one into center field. Ronald's there, and it's going to drop in front of Ronald, who apparently was not even going to make an attempt at it, judged the angle of it, and didn't think that he could even come close to it. So that drops for the first hit of the season there, and now Stroud, the catcher, is up with 1 man on base. Strike 1, and he hits at the second one. It's in the air. That's going to drop in front of Ronald as well. Ronald having some trouble out there, but because the runner didn't tag up, he's able to grab the pitch and throw it out at second. So that worked out, even though it shouldn't have. All right, so now we've got Larson in, the pinch hitter, and he will be... First pitch was a strike, but he hits that one out into the outfield. It's very deep, and it's going to be a home run. Wow. We've seen quite an offensive showcase here, and a powerful pinch hit home run to center there for Larson ties the game. All right, so now Singer is up, and Singer takes a first pitch strike outside of the plate, and second pitch is ball. It trails well outside, 88 miles an hour on that one. 1-1, and now he slaps at that one. It's popped up infield. The first baseman, Kenny, is there. He's under it and collects that out. All right, so more showcase of the offense there, and we're going to see a pitching change already. Nelson coming in. He played a role in that first game and was probably the most effective pitcher on the staff, in fact, despite his 4.5 ERA. And then he's already got 2 strikes now, and the count, no balls, 2 strikes to Ronald, the center fielder, and he swings right through that slider for a strikeout, a 3-pitch strikeout for Nelson as he comes in relief here. And then this pitch is going to be into left field. Betson handles it and contains it to just a single, but he does get on base. And Olaf, that's Olaf, the shortstop, now at first, and Jody, the catcher, is up to bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm sorry, that's 1 ball and no strikes, and he hits that one back up to Norris. The second baseman has an opportunity at a double play here. Not going to happen. Not in time. Very close. Oh, we've got an offensive substitution here. So Ryan, the pinch hitter, is brought in place of the pitcher, and he swings over that breaking ball, so no balls. 1 strike to Ryan. And he swings at that one. That's in the infield, however, and Perina's there, and he's under it. And he collects the final out of the inning, or that half of the inning, I should say. So we're into the bottom of the 3rd. Towering Titans up, and the Kings now have Doctor on the hill in relief. He throws a first pitch ball, 88 miles an hour. And Perina, who just collected that last out, is up to bat, and he almost gets that one by Herbs. Herbs was charging in and made a tough catch there. So the first out is recorded. Taylor up to bat. And Doctor delivers, and he hits that one down the line, but Kenny shifts over, makes the catch, steps on the bag, so now 2 down, and Foster, who has been very, very good at the bat, is up. And he hits that one out to the shortstop, who will make the throw in time. Olaf to Kinney for the third out. So 1, 2, 3 there. A little bit quieter than what we've seen in earlier innings. We'll see what the Kings have in store here now with Chatty, their first man in the lineup, up. And Stroud, the catcher, moves back. He's going to have a chance at that in foul territory. Yeah, I popped him up in foul territory, so Stroud makes the catch on... And Chadley is retired. Herb's now the second baseman up. Has yet to get a hit this season. I'm sure he would like to record a hit right now. And Nelson delivers, and it's over. And he is! He's going to hit that one back up, and Norris dives at it and cannot make the catch. So Herb's records his first hit of this young season, and he's on first base now with one down. The right fielder Leone up, and 1 ball, no strikes to Leone. And the pitch there's on the inside, kind of on the hands, inside out at him, and he popped him up. Norris is there, he's under it, and he will have it and retires Herbs. So that, Leone rather. So that brings up Dannard. Herbs is still on first. Foul ball for the first pitch, so no balls, 1 strike to Dannard. And Nelson looks in, throws that one outside for a ball. 1 strike to Dannard. Let's see what he has in store here for this powerful hitter. It's down the line to the third baseman. He gloves, and he's able to get the force out at second for the third out of the top of the fourth. So now we move to the bottom. Towering Titans up. Betson and Doctor delivering the pitches there. That's a sweeping ball that had a lot of motion on it and moved outside the zone. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Betson. And that pitch trailed out. He offered at it and hit it right back up the middle. It's all the way out to center field. Ronald had to handle that one and send it back in. So he is on base. Betson is on base with a single to start things off. But Norris pops up to the pitcher Doctor, who just settles under it and makes a routine catch for out number 1. And now Benson, the third baseman, and he hits at a pitch that was inside. It's very lightly hit, and Olaf is able to get the lead runner out there. So he gets on first, but 2 down now. Stroud, the catcher, is up. He swings at that one into foul territory, first base side. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Stroud. Doctor checks the runner, and that was a beautiful pitch. It moved all over the place and caught the edge of the strike zone for a strike, and now he pops up to Olaf, who is under it and makes the catch. So they are retired in the fourth, and we move back to the visiting Kings, and let's see if they can add to their 4-run total. Kinney now, first baseman, up to bat. Nelson on the hill for the home team. And that one's into left field. Betson settles under it, makes the out. Pop out there. And so Ronald now comes up. Ronald, and he is going to swing at the first pitch. It's out to the second baseman. Second baseman just kind of drifts over, settles under it, and makes the catch for out number 2. And now Olaf, the shortstop. Nelson delivers. That pitch was inside, and he hit it back over to the third base side. And the third baseman Benson gloves and throws to Foster for an easy out. So now the Titans in the bottom of the 5th. The game's still tied, 4-4. The pitcher Nelson up, and that pitch is inside, and he takes it for ball 1, 88 miles an hour. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch there is out of the zone, and he swung at it. So 1 ball and 1 strike. And now Doctor winds up, and he throws that one. A lot of curve. He's got that wonderful motion on his pitch. Ball 2, and he swings at that one, but it's over to Chadley, who is able to make the throw in time to the first baseman, Kinney. So the first batter is retired in the bottom of the 5th. Now Zinker up. Zinker has yet to get a hit this season. And look at that. The diving effort by Herbs is in vain, because he does collect his first hit of the season. So now Perina comes up. Zinker at first with 1 down. And Perina hits that one over first base side. Foul ball. 1 strike now. No balls. And he hits that one, similar position, but it stays fair. And unfortunately, the first baseman's there, and he tags the bag immediately and almost gets the runner, almost a double play, but just 1 out. So now Taylor, the center fielder, up. And he hits that one back up to the the pitcher, who's able to make an easy throw to second for the force. So we are out of the 5th inning into the 6th, and here come the Kings. And Jody will lead this one off. Jody, the catcher. Nelson still pitching for the Titans. And he hits that one into shallow left field. I guess the shortstop is the one that moved over and got that one, Perina, for the pop-up. And then Doctor now, the pitcher for the Kings, is up to bat. Nelson gives him a pitch that he hits out to left field, and the shortstop runs over and catches this one on a run. A light little pop-up there, letting Betson just kind of hang out, doing all the work. And now Chatty, the leadoff man, is up. The third baseman, he is going to be batting here with 2 men down already. Top of the 4th, that's a strike, so the count now even at 1-1. 95-mile-an-hour strike that just cut the edge of the plate there. 1-1. And another strike on the edge of the corner there. He's shown amazing control with those pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he offers at that one, and the pitcher is there and just grabs it and tosses it over to first. Well, okay, we are into the bottom of the 6th now. And Foster is up, the first baseman. And Doctor still pitching for the Kings. All right. 1 ball, no strikes. And he hits that one very lightly, but it's right in place up the middle. The shortstop Olaf is not able to get to it, so that's a single. Ronald had to handle that one. So now Betson is up. And that's a ball outside, that sweeping curveball that Doctor's been throwing. And that one's also, it's a very similar pitch, also a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Betson up, and he swings at that one. That one is into infield, the infield there. Olaf, the shortstop, is going to make the out for the infield pop-up. So still a runner at first, 1 down, Norris up, and that pitch is inside, 83 miles an hour for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And he swings at that one. That is into center field, and it looks like Ronald is going to charge in and make the catch. So that is another out. The runner moves back. And now 2 down for Benson, the third baseman. 1 runner on. And that pitch is well outside, 78 miles an hour. Doctor checks the runner and delivers. And that's also outside, 76 miles an hour. Looks like Doctor's beginning to fatigue a bit. And now 73 miles an hour, so we've got 3 balls and no strikes. Benson in good shape with the count. And this pitch is inside. He walked him on 4 straight pitches. So we are going to see a relief pitcher, I guess. No surprise there. So Reed comes up on the hill for the Kings, and he delivers a strike immediately to Stroud. Swinging strike there. The catcher absolutely was not going to get on that one. But he does get to that pitch, except he's popped right up, and the pitcher just settles right back and is under it, and will make the play for the 3rd out. All right, so the visiting Kings now up to bat. Once again, the score is still tied 4-4. After the offensive showcase of the early innings, things have been relatively quiet. Relief pitching is... Oh, and what is this? A very hard hit down the line, just as I say that, and a home run that breaks the tie. Wow. 5-4 now. Herbs, the second baseman. All right, so Leone up now, the right fielder, and he hits that one over to Norris, who gloves and tosses it to Foster for the out. All right, so after that home run, now an out, and Dannard up, the left fielder. And he hits that one, popped him up on the third base side. Benson is over there, calls for it, and collects the out. So it's 2 outs now after the solo home run. And then Kenny up to bat. Top of the 7th, 2 down, nobody on. The pitch, it's inside, and he hits it up to the shortstop Perina, who is able to make the throw out to Foster in time for the 3rd out. So 1 run scored there on a solo home run. And the tie is broken. The visiting team now leading 5-4. And we see a pinch hitter coming in for the pitcher. And Reed's still on the hill, and that first pitch is fouled, first base side. The pinch hitter is Waters. The count is no balls, 1 strike to Waters. A strike on the outside there, 98 miles an hour. And that one's inside for a ball. 1-2 the count. And he swings at that one. That's going to be another foul ball. First base side into the stands. All right. And now the count 1-2. Reed delivers outside. A swinging strikeout. All right. So that brings Zinker back around to the top of the order. And he swings at that one. That's over on the first base side. Kenny's running over there. It's in foul territory, but he makes the catch on the pop out. So now 2 down for the Titans in the bottom of the 4th. And the Perina is now up to bat, the shortstop. 1 ball and 1 strike now. That pitch curved neatly over the middle there. 1-1 the count. And the pitch there's on the outside, and he swings at it. He hits it. It's into the right field, and Leone charges over and makes the third out. So the score still 5-4. And we move back to the Kings. A pitching change here for the Titans. Sider in now. He's a right-hander, overhand, so a little change in the throwing motion than what we've been seeing this game. Maybe that will throw the hitters off. The first pitch there results in an out, so already effective. Olaf now up after Ronald retired. And the first pitch there is a ball. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Olaf. Sider. And he gets that one inside for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. And he delivers the pitch, and that had some nifty movement on it. Quite a confusing pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Olaf. And he bats at that one. Third base side popped him up. It looks like Benson, the third baseman, will be able to collect it in foul territory. He does. And that is an out. So Jody now, the catcher for the Kings, up to bat. And the pitch from Sider is well outside. 87 miles an hour. A ball there. 1 ball, no strikes. Delivers. And that one's on the outside corner. Very close pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one is over the middle, and he swings at that one. It's a very hard hit ball, and ooh, he's not going to get to that one because it's in the stands, and it's a home run. 5-5 now. I'm sorry, that's 6-4, extending the lead. And so the visiting Kings now up 6-4. And that is hit over, and that's going to be safe. That very well could have been an out, but he was able to leg that one out and get on base. Oh, and a hit by pitch to Chatty, the leadoff man. Herb's up, who had the home run in the last at-bat, and he swings at that one. It's into center field, and the center fielder Taylor is able to rush in and make the third out there. So again, the Kings extending their lead with another solo home run, 6-4 now. And we're going to see a change in fielders. Leone is being substituted for Kirk. Defensive substitution there. All right, and so now that first pitch is down the line. The first baseman, Kinney, gloves it and has it, and that is the first out down. Taylor retired. Now Foster is up. Reed on the hill for the Kings. That pitch is into foul territory, so strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Foster. Reed delivers, and the pitch is outside, a ball, 84 miles an hour, 1 ball, 1 strike to Foster. And that one, he hits that one out into left field. Dannard has to handle it. That's a single. Very hard hit ball there on the ground. It got all the way out to Dannard. And now we see a pinch hitter, Steven, coming in. Steven in place of Betson, and he hits that one into shallow left, and Dannard is able to charge over and get that one. So he pops out for the second out, which brings up Norris, the second baseman. And Norris hits that one out to his opposite number, Herbs, who just collects it and throws to second baseman, the shortstop, covering for the third out. So now we have the Kings up to bat. Once again, Kirk, who was substituted in the prior instance, and Sider still on the hill, top of the 9th. And he swings through that one, so the count is 1-1. Last chance to add on to their point total, and I'm sure they would like to make it a more comfortable margin. That's 2 strikes now, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kirk, and he swings at that one. That one's a foul ball onto the first base side, and no play on that one. So we will come back. The count still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kirk. Sider delivers, and that one's on the inside, kind of on the hands, very lightly hit, and the first baseman just kind of waits for it and grabs it and steps on the bag. Dannard now up, and he is batting .500 on the season with the 2 long balls. And very, very, very powerful hitter. No balls, 1 strike to Dannard. That one's an outside pitch, 1 ball, 1 strike, 84 miles an hour on that one. And that one's also sweeping, but it's a hard line drive that Perina charges in and catches for the second out. So Kinney now up, the first baseman, and he slaps at a pitch that was kind of on the edge of the zone there, and Benson is able to handle it and throw it in for the third out. So the bottom of the 9th now, last chance for the home team to bring this back, tie the game, and go into extras, or walk off with a win. And that pitch is hit right to Herbs, who tosses it to Kinney for the first out. So 1 down. Stroud, now the catcher, is up to bat. Stroud and Reed on the hill. He throws first pitch ball that backs Stroud off. And this one is also inside, 82 miles an hour. They count now 2 balls, no strikes to Stroud. And Reed puts that one right over the strike zone, and Stroud swung through it for a strike. 2-1 the count. And then he kind of got a little bit early on that one, and it pops out to Herbs, who collects it for the second out. All right, and we got a timeout, and we've got a pinch hitter. Backer is brought in to pinch hit. Reed still pitching. He's intending to close this one out. And Backer hits that one very, very hard. Amazing, amazing. A bottom of the ninth solo home run. It's now 6-5. Wow. All right, so now Singer back to the top of the order. Still got a chance to tie the ball game or even walk off. And he pops that one up. It looks like Herbs is going to have it. He's running. He settles under it. And there it is, the third out. So that ends the game. An offensive showcase. 6 home runs between the two teams. Reed collects the win, and Nelson will be charged with the loss. Hope you enjoyed it.